My name's Jalaru Torres, and I'm born and raised in Broome in Western Australia. I'm a Jalaru man with also cultural ties to Jubba Jubba, Gooniyandi and Nullama down in the Pilbara. I'm a fine art photographer as well as a graphic design artist, and I work across all different types of media to create work that is light-inspired storytelling. I was approached to do this beautiful large canvas. I accepted the challenge and I really wanted to, showcase my conceptual thinking into public art a little bit more, allowing me to do more design work into this artwork, creating this artwork knowing that, going from something small scale with my sketches at home to something large scale on the other side of the country, and more importantly on lands of the Gadigal people. There's a lot of emotions internally where, should I actually put a concept together, or should I be the person doing this artwork? After a few discussions with people at the uni, I became a bit more comfortable in doing it. For me, it's quite, it's twofold, where my work is going on another level at a larger scale, but also it's the first time I'm actually doing public artwork on other people's country. I have talked to a lot of people, both on the East Coast and around the uni, about what elements that they would like this artwork to incorporate. Obviously knowing that the incredible eel story that flows across the whole East Coast, really wanted to incorporate that into the artwork, as well as the importance of the Gadi tree. That tree is quite a unique design that really shows its iconic design in the artwork. Hopefully when people walk by the artwork, they stop and look at the design, look at the elements, and hopefully it'll plant a seed for them to learn more about the Gadigal people of the lands that they stand on, and also to learn about the past histories of all Indigenous people on this country. It was very exciting for me to take a design that I've done by hand and gone through a huge fabrication process to be put along this building. So a major design element in the artwork is the infinity loop, which goes back to the theory of my concept of learning is a loop. Weaved in my own thoughts of higher learning, as well as linking back to, First Nations people of learning and passing it on to the next generation. Certain design elements in the artwork showcase the region of Sydney. You've got those nice, beautiful hills and cliff country there. The kangaroo prints are weaved along the landscape. You've got a little cove and little bays that signifies the water landscape around Sydney. Try to incorporate all those elements as well as animals and plants to, showcase what is Gadigal country and what is Sydney. And hopefully everyone can, see these elements and recognize them and see how it all weaves into one story. And the most important element of the artwork is a Gadi tree, which is an important symbol for the Gadigal people. And in my design, I've got the Gadi tree prominent on the hill, and it's lit on fire, which signifies a junction of knowledge of burning down something, and from there, new life comes from that. And from them flames are the embers that float across the sky and then turn into the eel. And then the eel loops around and then comes back towards the Gadi tree. This concept brings back to the loop, which signifies, learning. You go away as a student and you come back as a teacher. And the Gadi tree is so important that even through colonisation, the resilience of the tree is being introduced back to the country. And within the university, bringing First Nations law and knowledge is another step of creating that loop. And as you might be aware, with First Nation knowledge, everything is in a cycle, a loop or a circle. We are teaching these universities the importance of oral history and our history through our eyes.